Hey, IDS 302, here's the survey video. Now I found out they only give me 15 minutes of free time, so if this goes over I'll have to do a third video, but I wanted you to get this. So here's SurveyMonkey, that's where I am. Let's log in. So there's the page. Welcome back, Michael. Alright, so what we're going to do is not going to worry about this stuff right here. We are going to go to why doesn't it? They've changed it every time. Okay, create. See that? Create. Alright, we're going to go there. I do this new for every class, okay? So you can see that, all these different classes. Now, I want you to start from scratch, okay? Do not use templates. Do not buy anything. I repeat, do not buy anything. It will not improve your grade, and it will only make me look quite foolish. Start from scratch. Okay, so I'm going to call this Fall IDS 302A, just because that's what I'm calling it. Survey category. I think we can go education, academic research right there. Don't click on that. Don't click on any of this stuff. Okay, one question at a time. Let's do that, okay? It's already the default. Create survey. Now this is going to be really important. All right, your first question is going to be, now this is where the question comes. Very important question. What is your age? Now pay attention here, because you see this, you cannot use this. You cannot use this. Easter egg number 3 of probably 5 is no age group question. Oh, geez, did I just show everybody what the Easter eggs were? Stop! Dang it. Well, make me restart this. No age groups. It's an open-ended question. Look over here. We're going to call it a comment box. Okay? Because everybody's going to write their age in. Because you're not going to have enough samples, enough participants that you need to group the ages. For example, having a group of, over 55, and I'm the only one at 62, is very misrepresenting. Whereas if you have an 18 to 24 group, and everybody in that group is 22 or 21, the group is not necessary. You don't have enough, and it's better to have the individual ages. Okay, so we're going to save this. No, we'll go to the next question. Sorry. Okay, so there. See how that looks so far. Okay, next question. Okay, this is a quantitative survey. That means that you have to have only closed-ended questions. You cannot have open-ended questions. You cannot say, how do you feel about cannabis? You can't do that, okay? No open-ended questions. How do we get around that? We have something called a, let's call it a slider, okay? So let's do that. Okay, what are your general perceptions? Remember that question we talked about. What are some of the opinions, experiences, perception experiences regarding blank revealed in a survey of random adults? That's what we're doing right now, the survey of random adults. What are your general what is, you can see how I do these live, what is your general perception of cannabis, and I'm going to go marijuana use? Okay, so there's a couple of different ways to do this, but the left side of this is going to be, the left side could be, I am 100% in favor. In fact, we can get rid of the 0. Okay, in favor of legalization. I have no feelings about it. I am completely against any legalization. Now see, as I write this, I say, well, maybe I can change this. What is your general perception general support for full legalization of cannabis? I know I spelt it wrong. Sorry, I don't get it, but I'm not going to look it up. So that's the second question. Now you got next case and the next question. See how this looks? They can slide it over wherever they want, right? Okay, uh-oh, I screwed up. I missed one. Question number 2. Oh, crap. Should be, what is your gender? Oh, my God. Now, you're not going to look at anything here except this is multiple choice. We're going to go female, male, other. Those are only 3. I want you to give all 3 choices. Let's go with that. It should be question 2, by the way. So you should have age and gender 1 and 2. So there's a slider question. There's a multiple choice. Now let's look at a choose all that apply, which is well, no. I want, well, let's see if we can do this. Check boxes. Okay, choose all that apply. Now remember, I said you get a limit of 10 free questions on here. 10 questions free. We already used 2 up for gender, age and gender, right? So that leaves us 8. We got to be really discerning and efficient. Therefore, this question, choose all that apply, is an excellent one because I can do a number of different things here. Okay, I can say I use marijuana regularly. Okay, I do not use marijuana ever. I never have. You can keep going, okay? But now I can change the subject, okay? I feel I have a good understanding about Black Lives Matter movement. Some of these are a little longer than I would like, but it's okay. Feel I have a good understanding about the Black Lives movement. I think protesters should be arrested. I believe that protesting peacefully is a right of all Americans. Okay, so you got that. You could, and you could see now, if I was doing this, I mean, I know I'm going on multiple topics here, nobody's going to do that, but if my topic was anything like this, whether it's CBD oil, Black Lives Matter, climate change, things like that, I can go through. You notice I'm not asking a specific question except choose all that apply. So on all that apply, I can have a whole bunch of different things, right? That would answer a whole bunch of different questions, but I'm just putting them in here as statements that people can check off, and they can choose as many as they want. It's a very important distinction from multiple choice. Multiple choice only gives you 1. Don't use that. Use choose all that apply and get a lot in there. Pack it in. This is the trick. You're going to have to get really good at surveys real quick. So let's move on, right? Next question. I've got another one that I'm going to do, and I'm going to call it the matrix rating scale because it's very interesting. It's similar to this one up here in that it gives you an unlimited amount of questions you can sneak in here. And by questions, I mean statements that you can sneak in that will answer many different questions, okay? For example, think about residency or something like that. If you're doing a study on residency, you instead of put in here, where do you live? And like you could put, I live in the suburbs. I live in an urban area. I live in a rural area. I want my own house. I rent. I live with my parents. I live with a roommate. I live with my kids. I'm single. I'm married. You take care of all these questions in one box, Okay, so here is something similar, but it gives you multiple, I want to do, matrix ranking scale. That's what I want, right? So they changed this a lot. Okay, let's try it. Okay, choose, choose the intensity of your response to the following. All right, so let's say this one. These are rows. Rows go left to right, okay? Let's call it again, CBD oil, all right? And I'm going to go with a different one because you could say peaceful protest. Again, you have to think on your own about your topic. I'm just giving examples of a number of topics instead of sticking with one. That would be unfair, right? Okay. Let's see, marriage. I'll just put that in there. Okay. Let's say let's call it marriage equality and see what that would bring about, right? Let's talk about okay, I'm trying to, okay, forget it. I got to get going. Columns are up and down. I got 4 minutes. Columns are up and down. So this is the left column. You would say no, never, or because I'm thinking about things. Let's see, 100% against. Okay, and let's say 100%. Now let's go no opinion, 100% in support. Okay, now let's just look at this, see how it looks real quick. Okay, you see what I mean? You could expand this, and now you got people that can check these boxes. Now there's 5 there, so actually you should have, no opinion should be in the middle here, because here would be slightly against or slightly in favor, and then 100% in favor. You got me? So you could do this with a number of things on the intensity. Remember, it's opinions, perceptions, and experiences regarding it. All right? Now, do not use any yes or no questions. Let's get to another Easter egg, okay? No yes or no questions, or 0 yes/no questions. That includes true, false. Any question that you think is yes, no, true, false, you can put in the phrasing of intensity. Think about it, okay? Intensity. It's more important, right? So, honestly, I think you can get everything that you need to do in these types of questions. Another types that might be used, again, multiple choice, it limits you. You could do ranking if you wanted to, but be careful on that. Some people did social media, they start putting all kinds of weird things that nobody uses, and then you got to rank them, but I don't use them, so I'd rather see this say, do you use any of the following? Ranking is not as good unless you really have some idea, because ranking can also be used like up here in a intensity type question, okay? So I would have not used these. And remember, there's no yes or no question. So let's just say that would be it, right? All right, so then what you want to say, don't hit done. You want to say, let's see, are we done? I think we're done. There's a done button. Okay, save this. Now let's go to next up here on the right. Did you see that up on top? Now, this is our survey. See this? What is your age? That's the only box they get to fill in. And they can score this here. And then their gender, which should be the second one, right? Then choose all that apply, choose intensity. You get up to 10, right? Okay, so now we're going to go to next, nothing else, okay? It's going to be collect responses. See how they're found this? We want to send surveys your way. Okay, let's see. So let's click on send surveys your way. So, how would you like to collect responses to your survey? Get the web link. Get the web link. Now, watch this. This is the link. It's not up here. It's not this. Okay, it's this. Copy it. And then let's email it to yourself. Okay, survey link. Because this is what you're going to be posting in your discussion board for everybody to use, okay? That'll come through, and there it is, right? That's the link. That's what I'll be looking for. All right, so that's it. It's over.